Hi everybody, I hope you're all well, and as always, thank you for being here. If you have not done so yet, please press that subscribe button. It is absolutely free, and it may mean a little to you, but it means the world to me. The bad news is that we are expecting more and longer load shedding schedules as we are heading into winter. This news comes just as President Ramaphosa landed in the United States yesterday and will likely meet with President Trump today. All I can say and do is I hope he walks away from the meeting better off than the begging clown warmonger Zelensky. When anyone wants to talk to me, all I ever say is, better the devil you know than the one you don't know. Ramaphosa is a good diplomat, but not good at handling internal affairs. Anyway, we'll soon learn the outcome. I personally think that President Trump will talk to Ramaphosa about South Africa being one of the BRICS nations. But we'll see. Okay, people of the Bookworm Palace, let's get on with our royal stories of the day. I think Camilla is one of the few people who has King Charles's ear. So I would thus say that King Charles's perception of Meghan would be greatly influenced by what Camilla thinks and feels. So how did Camilla feel about Meghan? Initially, in the beginning, as Harry's fiancée, and after the wedding, it appeared as if there was a rather unexpected bond forming between Meghan and Camilla. Camilla even showed signs of genuine affection towards Meghan. She would, for instance, introduce Meghan around, and at one point during King Charles's 70th birthday garden party, she even briefly held Meghan's hand, maybe as a sign of support. In 2018, a friend of both Charles and Camilla told Vanity Fair that Camilla and Meghan got on like aces, and that Camilla was very helpful to Meghan. Camilla obviously understood because she was herself a divorcee who married into the royal family, and of course Camilla faced further criticism because of her affair with Charles. Camilla's advice to Meghan regarding the press was basically saying that it was just the way the press handled all newcomers and that it would pass in due time. However, as positive and cozy as it looked in the beginning, things soon soured. According to Tom Bauer, Camilla called Meghan a minx behind her back, and it went from bad to worse, to the point where Camilla voiced her opinion behind the scenes, saying that she believed Meghan was a self-seeking troublemaker whose antics will end in tears. Now, say what you will about Camilla, but she is indeed sharp and shrewd, and very straightforward, calling a spade a spade. Matters got even worse when Meghan refused to stick to protocol, and one incident which clearly and rightfully impacted Camilla was when Camilla gave a speech on domestic violence in honor of the 10th anniversary of the Women of the World Festival. This event was indeed very important and special to Camilla, but Meghan wanted her visit to the National Theatre on social media and in mainstream media in general, which obviously upset Camilla terribly because she wanted the light to shine on domestic violence. That was what this entire festival was about, and indeed, it is an important topic. However, when the dust settled, Camilla tried again by inviting Harry and Meghan to lunch, and to break the ice and show a hand of friendship, Camilla arranged for the meal to consist out of recipes from the cookbook Meghan collaborated on. It made no impact whatsoever. Things had then deteriorated to the point where Camilla now thinks that it is best that Harry and Meghan keep their distance from Charles, as he does not need the stress and emotional distress of the drama Harry and Meghan brings. Well, I know it was Harry and Meghan's 7th anniversary yesterday, but I was not going to give it any airtime. Honestly, I looked at that photo board of hers and I just gave a deep sigh about all the cringiness. How did Meghan get stuck in the 70s and 80s? And the photographs are equally cringy. I mean, most are Photoshop or one big display of bad acting. Some even a total lie. I don't even know whether there is one we can point out as authentic. Certainly not the supposed ultrasound of Harry. I do not know how Meghan could possibly have thought that we would take that ultrasound seriously when she had clearly cut the typescript off from the photo. Those are, of course, the writings at the top which identifies the patient, namely, or usually, the mother. Even the photograph of a supposed Meghan with a huge bump proves nothing. It is a very dark photograph. It can literally be anyone. And even if it is Meghan, bumps can be very realistic and match the skin tone. So the position still remains the same until the day a reputable doctor admits to having witnessed Meghan giving birth to Archie and the child had a DNA test. I shall not believe anything coming from Meghan and Harry. As for Lily, sorry, she's either a designer baby or from a chosen surrogate or adopted. In my humble opinion, she is not Meghan's child, and I will stay convinced of that until I have personally seen DNA tests and a proper birth certificate. Obviously, the board is all about Meghan, regardless of the fact that a marriage is about two people. Some of the photographs do not even look like Harry, but what I find interesting are the few photographs featuring the children, because in all of them, Archie appears to have very dark, almost black hair, and Lily very straight, dark blonde hair. Not a sign of dark red on Archie or bright orange hair on Lily. Not a sign or any kind of indication. Now I ask you, is it fair on anyone, on her family, on the royal family, on the few people who still care about them, to do this? Is it fair on the public? Is the monarchy being fair on their public? There is only one choice. Either provide the public with proof that both those children are both Harry and Meghan's children, and that both were born from her body, or remove them from the line of succession. It would be the easiest thing to do, because if they are legitimate, they stay right where they are, at least for now. Or if they are not, they are disqualified, and a stroke of a pen can remove them. Done and dusted, no permission needed. And on that note, I was wondering the other day why the Crown, the King, and his Privy Council has not requested it yet. And although I personally think Harry is Charles's son, I cannot help but wonder sometimes whether the reason they do not want it done is because Harry is not Charles's son. Okay, guys, so off I go. We will have a chat again tomorrow. So until then, please take good care of yourselves. Bye.